Usually for these videos, I try to make an intro to make it really funny, but I have nothing today, so I'm just gonna jump into it. Anyway, hi. If you can tell from the title of the video, I'm reading a Reddit confession again. Since I made my first video, I really like reading Reddit confessions, but you can tell from the last video, I really can't read, so I don't know why I like enjoying it. I don't know why I like torturing myself, even though I'm low-key dyslexic and I can't read. But today, since I want to be original, I'm going to change it up. I'm going to not only read Reddit confessions, but I'm gonna rank them too. Like every single basic YouTuber who runs out of ideas, they just start ranking stuff. So I'm gonna do it too. So the first list we have Death Row! You know, I've been watching a lot of cooking videos and I've just been hearing that the entire time. So yeah, bottom tier, Death Row. Second to last tier is Was It Crispy? Was it really necessary? Do we really need to do that? I don't think we do. The middle tier, that's not. Like, it was funny, but I can forgive you in the moments, but I can't forgive you now. The second one is Hear Me Out, meaning that I understand it, I'm gonna come along with you, but you still need things to grow, okay? First one is worrisome. I didn't know what to write for the first one. It's mainly that I see you, you see me, and I'm gonna follow you. Like, we see each other. I don't know why I just didn't do we see each other for the first one, but I got, you know. So anyway, today I'm gonna read Reddit confessions. I'm gonna do 8 confessions and then I'm gonna rank them. Let's read the first one, and I'm gonna try to be better at reading, because last time was not good. We don't talk about what happened last time. We're gonna talk about what's right now. First confession, my best friend of 6 years has been stealing from me. That's crazy. I don't know how. So my best friend of 6 years has been stealing from me, probably our entire friendship. We became friends at like 15 and now we're 21. I have known she was stealing for about 2 years and haven't confronted her about it, but recently I can't stop thinking about it. She moved away for school a year ago and we haven't seen each other in about 6 months. And now she's coming to visit for Christmas and I feel like I have to confront her for my own peace of mind. I feel disrespected and sad that I can't trust her to be alone in my apartment, and that sucks. So backstory, in the first signs, I noticed she was forgetting to pay for stuff in stores, like accidentally putting a hair clip in her jacket, like ooh, ouch, forgetting to pay for something she was carrying under her arm. She was also stealing stuff from people at school, pens, pencil cases, and other stuff. What if she has that like when you're a pathological liar, then like you just lie because you just want to lie? What if she has like something like that? Like she steals because she just wants to steal, you know? I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying, what if she has something like that? I then started noticing stuff randomly going missing, and I was going insane searching for stuff everywhere at the time. She even used to help me look for it. Now thinking back that she was the one who probably stole it, it makes me so sick. I can't read. I'm sorry. Can you guys rate my reading? Because I think it's so much better than last time, okay? I really have improved from last year. I'm not stuttering. I'm not breaking anymore. I'm reading decently.
Can you say magnetic? Just keep going. Charismatic?
She would never take super expensive stuff from me that I know of. It was mostly makeup, scrunchies, hair clips, nail scissors, tweezers, socks, and panties. You know what? I know makeup's kind of expensive, girl. I have a sister. You know, makeup is pretty expensive.
In this economy, boy, get the hell out of here.
Kind of sad about the panties because she took a lot of my favorite ones. Some of them were kind of pricey. 90% of the time we were hanging out at my place because she lives in the countryside. Then I would visit her home. I almost always found something that belonged to me. Sometimes I took it back, sometimes not, but I never said anything about it. I actually low-key confronted her one time. We were on a trip and I asked if she bought scissors. She hands me them and I instantly recognized them and said, "That's my dad's tweezers." And she responded, "No, it's my mom's. She has a bunch of those." I know it was my dad's because they said boss on them. He always filed down his tweezers so much that when you tried to pluck hairs, they would just cut of them. The edges were so sharp. LOL. You know, I'm sorry. I kind of struggled with that last part, but I can read. I felt sick that she would lie to me like that. She also sounded so convincing. My head is spinning so much. Is she a kleptomaniac? I don't know what that is. I should search it up what it is after this video. Or is she just stealing because she thinks she can? I have never ever stole something from her, and this situation makes me so upset because besides all this, she is an amazing friend. I have made my mind up about confronting her, but I don't really know how to do it. Has anyone else been in my position? Please give me your best suggestions. It doesn't really sound like you confronted her about it. And that's just me though. That's just me. If you know she's been stealing these things for you for 2 years and you haven't done anything about it, go, it's kind of your fault. If it was for me, because like I love my stuff. Me personally, if I paid for that stuff and it's mine and I see someone else steals it or they have it, I'm going to know that you took my stuff and I'm going to ask you to constantly give it back, or like, do you have it? Because like I'm gonna constantly yell at you until you get annoyed, because I'm annoyed. So I'm gonna make you even more annoyed that you need to give me back my stuff.
Can I have one?
Bitch, no!
To be honest, if it was my opinion, I would say confront her again. And if she constantly keeps stealing your stuff, then drop her. I think I'm gonna put this at, oh, that's not, you know, it's not as bad, but like, you know, like, let's not do that. Having an abortion just because the baby is going to be a boy. Oh, okay. I want to read it before I link it, but you know, if you guys can't tell, I'm a boy.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
And I don't think that's the best. Let's go into it, okay? I got pregnant by accident. I thought maybe I would keep it until I found out it was a boy. I will be 100% having an abortion. It's mainly because of that. I just don't think I could do it, knowing that no matter how I raise him, chances are he'll grow up and get friends that look down on women. Talking about, I can't swear. Talking about people because that's what's cool. No matter how hard I may try to love him, this might make me a terrible person since maybe I would have kept it as a goal, but that's what confessions are for. Well, yeah, I would say you are a terrible person because what is wrong with you? The point of parenting is to teach your child what is right and what is wrong, you know? So you saying that because the boy, like when he grows up and he has friends, that he's gonna talk down on women, you know, why don't, instead of you assuming that he's going to think that, why don't you teach him not to think that way, you know? I think just me personally, because I was taught that we should respect women and we should always treat them as equals, you know? So maybe instead of saying that, oh, because I have a boy, he's going to be like a sexist douchebag who's gonna hate on women, why don't you teach him, you know? Teach him to God, I can't talk. Yes! Yes! Instead of assuming that he's going to be a douchebag, why don't you teach him that they should respect women and they should care for women and treat them as equals instead of assuming that all of them are going to be bad. Pun intended, but I'm gonna put it at death row. This was terrible, you know? You should feel ashamed of yourself. I haven't shared this with anyone in over 20 years. When I was young, I don't know exactly how old, maybe 13, 15, I was visiting my uncle in NYC. My uncle had a small apartment and had access to the bathroom. I had to go through his bedroom. One of these days I was there, he introduced me to his girlfriend and she ends up spending the night. I had to take a huge number 2 shortly after they went to sleep. They had shut the door to the bedroom and I was very insecure about waking them up or even interrupting something intimate. In a panic, I did my business in an empty grocery bag. Afterwards, I wasn't sure what to do with the evidence. I considered throwing it out the window, but my paranoia got the best of me. What if someone saw and was able to identify the apartment it came from through the window and I got in trouble? So the only thing I could do was put the bag of doo-doo in my backpack and carry it out of the apartment with me the next day. The problem was, it obviously leaks. Yeah, I would think so. What is wrong with you? We went out to dispose of it in the public restroom. My uncle and his girlfriend never mentioned the smell, even though it had been so pungent, especially while we rode the elevator downstairs together. I had hoped they may just assumed it had to be the smells of the city or something, but in retrospect, they had to know it was coming from me in some way. Eventually, I made it to the restroom and ditched the bag, but my backpack still stunk, I'm sure. I have lived in shame and embarrassment every time I see my uncle and his girlfriend. I have never shared this with anyone, and it bothers me so much to say to this day. I don't know why you decided to do that. Wait, I'm just thinking it now. You took a butt burrito in a bag, and you kept it for a day. You know, that's gonna stink. What are you, Amber Hood? You don't just like, you just don't do that. You know, the only place a toad should go is a toilet. I just think that, why didn't you just, like, the next day in the morning, and you have to like say, oh, I have to use the bathroom. You just like dump the dookie into the toilet and just flush it down, you know? Edit, thank you all for helping me laugh about this incident. It hasn't been easy to talk about it simply because of the amount of embarrassing things I'm still holding on to. I will probably share some of the other stuff here in time. But this was a bit of an easy one to put out there for my first internet confession. I am strongly considering telling my uncle when he visits this Christmas. And for those wondering, he is still with the same woman. They are married and have an adorable daughter together. Oh no, good for them. You know, good for them. Also, like, if it's family and they're gonna be intimate with you there, technically it's their fault. They should be embarrassed, not you. I just don't understand why you were embarrassed and you have to doo-doo in a bag, you know? I just don't see the logic here, you know? I really don't. You seem like a nice person, but I really don't see the logic here. Should I put in, oh, that's not. But no, I'm gonna put it like, was it crispy? Like, did you really need to do that? I don't think you did. No. Did something funny recently? You need to hear about it with all caps. Okay, so if it's so funny, then I guess I should know. So I was at a large thrift store with my mom and brother. In an aisle of the store, there was a large metal shelves with glass detectors, pots, pans, flower vases, all of the type of stuff. Every time I go to this thrift store, they always have a bag of marbles somewhere. I open the bag and grab a handful of marbles and go to the clothing aisle and find somewhere to hide it. I make sure nobody's around or looking at me. I like to throw one marble in that area. Every time I throw one, you always hear a loud clashing noise. I try to act normal, and I casually go to that area to see people's reactions and where it landed. People's reactions are funny. They have weird looks, wondering what it was. Some reactions of the employees passing by the area on the weird clashing noises. And I even broke a wine glass that day, and an employee cleaned up the glass on the floor. You know, you're evil. You are evil. You are terrible. You're a terrible person. Why would you do that? Surprisingly, they didn't investigate why it broke. Once when I was in the area, I threw a marble straight up in the air and it hit something. Didn't know what. A lady saw me throw the marble and said, Hey you, come here. I went to her and said, you need to stop. You could have hit somebody in the eye. One of those things almost hit me on my way to the store. What's that in your pocket? Showed her it was my phone. She said, where's your parents at? I said multiple occasions. She said, show me. I need to talk to them. Yeah, I don't think this is funny. I don't think this is funny. This is actually like jail time. You confessed and you're going to jail. I would say death row. I'm not hearing you out. I don't see it. Who is the woman who said that to you? It's probably me in a past life, but yeah, you don't. No. No. Just no.
No. I said no. You can kill all that right now. Like at this moment, stop.
Warning, my sister and I were abused by the same person. In our mid-20s now, so I didn't find out about this until recently. I felt so much complex emotions about this. So back when we were kids, 10 and 8, we were abused by the same person. He wasn't a stranger or a predator, but a cousin, and he was a kid himself, though older than us by 4 years. On one hand, I freaking hate my cousin for what he did to me, especially more now knowing he did it to my sister. But at the same time, I feel like I can't hate him because he was a kid too, and kids just don't do that, so he must have had someone else do something to him. I also quite frankly shamefully enjoyed what he did too? Wait, what did he do? And why did you enjoy it? I'm kind of scared. The act of what he did, not he himself, which is why I don't bother going to family events, and in hindsight, why my sister refused to go too. Now I also feel guilt because that experience shaped my sexuality, and it still confuses me to this day whether or not I influenced why I'm slightly attracted to men. But my sister is traumatized from it, and it absolutely makes me feel like a piece of crap for enjoying a little bit of what he did to me, and it just makes me so freaking ashamed. I just don't know how to feel about all this. I freaking hate myself and him, and hate that this happened to us. I just want to hug my sister so bad and tell her sorry I couldn't protect her. I hate that I didn't speak up, and he said that we will both get in trouble, and I believed him. He is married now and has a kid, and I haven't spoken to him since I was in high school. I never want to again. Hey, maybe you said it, maybe you didn't, but I didn't understand what he did to you. I'm guessing it was SA'd, and that's not good. That's not bad. That's not good. That's bad. We don't like that. We don't like that, guys. Yeah, it's weird how like the body can feel emotions because like the first thing that happened. So like when your cousin did that to you, you feel weird attractions because like you don't even know if you're like men anymore because of that one attraction. The fact that he did it to your sister too, like terrible things. I can't really speak upon it because it's not really my demographic because I can't really speak upon it. So you know what? I'm just gonna link it. I'm gonna link it to hear me out because I'm hearing you out. Okay, that's all I can do. Yeah, I did something in middle school and I still regret doing it. Middle school, I was a quiet wanker. Okay, good grades, short height. Me too. Boy cut hair. That was enough to make me a target. A group of girls bullied me. What? Constantly blocking my looks, hitting me, cornering me when teachers were not around. When I finally complained, the teachers scolded them once. After that, it got worse. They knew I had spoken up. My parents were busy and distant. I did not know how to explain what happened, and honestly, I did not think anyone would protect me. I felt trapped and terrified every day. Then something happened that changed everything. One day, my teacher gave me responsibilities because I was responsible. First, I had to mark attendance. I marked my boy absent. Secondly, the teacher asked me to take the answer sheets to the office. While separating my papers, I took her math answer sheet out of the pile. I tore it up, burned it. How did you burn it? At school? I justified myself. If she failed and did not advance to the next classes, I would finally be safe. And it worked. She failed and eventually changed scores. At the time, I felt relief, but now, years later, I felt heavily guilt. I did not just protect myself, I decided someone else's academic fate. I became that thing I hated. Someone using power to hurt another person. I know I was a child, scared and alone, but that does not erase what I did. I do not know where she is now or what her life became. I hope she's okay. I hope she grew into someone better than the girl who hurt me. I am not posting this to justify or to be forgiven. I just need to say it out loud. Trauma does not always make heroes. Sometimes it makes kids do terrible things just to survive. First of all, Austin, how did you burn it? I want to know. How did you burn what test answers? I know, me personally, I have been bullied too. And when people say go to an adult and let them help you justify the situation, I went to an adult, I talked to them about the situation, and nothing happened. Can't look past what you did to that girl because you kind of ruined her life. I believe in karma, you know. Karma happens at its time. I just think if someone like does me bad, like do something bad to me, something bad will happen to them in return. Probably twice as much. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Wait, no violence. We shouldn't condone violence, but if it happens, it happens. This is gonna be probably our first. Well, listen, I understand you, and I feel like you're gonna grow up to be a nice person, even though you ruined her life. But maybe she needed that to realize that, to take a good look in the mirror and was like, yeah, maybe I'm a terrible person and I need to change. Do I condone to burn everyone's homework and to mark them absent? No. Don't do that. I became a Pennywise fanboy and I can't stop thinking about him. That's kind of psychotic, but okay. I had a dream a couple nights ago. It was a nightmare of Pennywise terrorizing me and my loved ones. And since then, I've been non-stop fantasizing about him and I'm constantly hot. Oh, okay. You're a man. Okay. What makes things worse is that my family has been rewatching it and Welcome to Derry to prepare for the final, and I'm hot 100% of the time, and even at work. He's too hot, and I'm ashamed. Okay, maybe you don't have attraction to Pennywise. Maybe you just have an attraction to Bill Skarsgård. I would say he is a really good looking dude. So maybe it's a trauma thing. You said it was a nightmare. You said you had a nightmare about Pennywise and now you have an attraction for him, and ever since no, I'm just picturing this now. Like every single time you see that demonic clown, you're like, ooh, I gotta hide myself. I gotta put a book over my lap because I'm getting a little hard.
Somebody come get her, she's dancing like a stripper.
Yeah, I just don't know how you can see that specific clown to be something you can thirst over. I can't see it. I'm sorry. You know, crazy story time. I also had a dream of Pennywise. Not the dream that you had, but I had a different dream. I had a dream with Pennywise that he tried to scare me, and I just laughed, and then we became friends. I don't know why. I told my brother that, and he said, I'm probably just crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna pass his advice and say to you, you kind of crazy. Maybe therapy. Maybe like this is a traumatic thing that you had that you think like, yeah, I want to slid into that clown's DMs. I want to see what's under that dress that Pennywise wears.
27 years I dreamt about you. I craved you. I've missed you.
I'm sorry, I can't. No, I'm thinking of it now, and I'm kind of scared. I haven't watched Welcome to Dale yet, and I heard like people are freaking scared. Like adults are scared of watching that show. So just like you like getting hard. Wait. Oh my god, I'm picturing stuff. I'm like, what if you like? Do you rewatch it? Like when you like touch yourself, and then I'm sorry. You know. You know what? This was funny. I like this. This was such a lighthearted thing. And this is very funny. I'm gonna say, ooh, that's not. And hopefully you can throw us over something else because this is actually a problem because you shouldn't do it. Okay, last confession. I am a liar. I can't stop lying. I keep saying lie after lie. I am 22 years old. I've been struggling with lying lies. Okay. I have been struggling with lying lies that are so simple, white lies. As someone may call them, they don't hurt anyone. I just can't stop. I don't know why. I can't be honest. I don't mean to lie. The lie just comes out. And I've been out of my relationship for 2 months. And I'm still telling people I'm going to hang out with my boyfriend, even though I haven't been him. I haven't been him? Okay. I thought my dyslexia was acting up, but I guess you just can't type. 2 months, when people ask me what I did over the weekend, I lie and make up a whole story that I did with my boyfriend. I'm not with anyone. I'm not with anymore. Okay, I don't see any I'm sorry. Okay, I just got out of my technical communications class and we had to like write an essay. Where are the parentheses? Where are the periods? Where are the capital I's? This is terrible. What is wrong with you? Keep making things up when people ask me questions so simple. When people keep asking me questions so simple. Like if I watch a certain movie or played a game and I lie and say yes, I'm such a liar and I can't stop. Again, no parenthesis, no explanation, no is it apostrophe? I've come the little dash in the front. Okay, anyway, I can't stop even though I'm aware of this. I have been for a while. I just keeping finding myself telling lies after lies. To be honest, when I write something down, I read it over like constantly to see if it's good, you know, see if I do anything. I'm just more mad at you typing than you are like the actual confessions. But anyway, you probably have like what SZA has when she just constantly lies. You know, it's just a weird thing.
He is a liar, as you say?
Well, absolutely.
Why did you work for him?
Savannah, slow down.
I would put it as, oh, that's not, but I'm gonna put it at, was it crispy? Like, did you really need to do that? Anyway, I think that was it. God, why am I coughing so much? What is wrong with, well, I'm sorry. Let me do that. Please forgive me. That was it. That was me reading confessions. It's actually kind of fun. Besides the Pennywise one, I think everything else was somewhat fine. Some of it got a little too real. Some of it got a little too funny. But, you know, that's just what Reddit confessions are. You know, maybe one day, when I have a lot of subscribers, that you guys can send me your confessions, you know, if you guys want to. Anyway, that was it for the video. Hope you guys like it. There's probably going to be more confessions reading me coming soon. Like, this is actually kind of fun. I really like linking this stuff. To be honest, I haven't really been doing a lot of stuff, so hopefully I can go back into it. I don't know, school has been really killing me right now. I say this every single video. I don't care. I'm going to keep saying it again. School has been killing me right now, but I'm still gonna try to post. Like, this isn't over. I'm really being inconsistent, but I'm still gonna try to post. Have a nice day. Hope you have a nice life, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!